Welcome to OSM Operation Safe Mode. Peace be with you. We're here with another Rerun Tuesday, and this one takes us back to last Christmas season when I was reading from the OSM Mailbag. It highlights our Elf on the Shelf art, and it shows us all about this Elf on the Shelf and how he became this tame friend of ours. And I'm telling you, it is probably one of the best videos we shot last year, and I want to share it with you, so I hope you enjoy it. The next question in OSM Mailbag is simply, Dear Father John, in a recent video, we spied the elf on the shelf in the corner of your office. What is Elf on the Shelf all about, and do you believe in him? Well, you can see Elf on the Shelf is right here with me. You know, this year is a special year for the Elf on the Shelf. He has to quarantine prior to doing his job for Santa. As you can see, he is safely quarantining for 14 days before Christmas. Here in this mason jar, he has a little bit of sanitizer with him. Of course, he's wearing a mask. As far as I understand, the Elf on the Shelf is Santa's spy. Now, it's pretty clever that someone decided that there truly be an elf on the shelf watching all the children in every home. When we were kids, my sisters would just simply say, "Be quiet! The elves are looking in the window." Well, that to me was scary enough to think that they were watching and they were going to report back to Santa. But the Elf on the Shelf has a whole life of its own. It comes in a box, it has a book to tell you the story, and here's the message. This elf is in everyone's home, and he quietly sits and watches. But when you go to bed at night, the way you know that he is telling Santa about you is that when you wake up in the morning, he is sitting somewhere else in the house. So he is truly the spy for Santa. Now, the question asks if I believe in the Elf on the Shelf. Yeah, well, I believe in unicorns too. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care much about the Elf on the Shelf. After knowing that the elves look in the window, who is this guy to put any fear in me? What was that? We must have had some kind of power outage. The next question is, Dear Father John, opening the baby Jesus present, should that take place prior to Christmas, at Christmas dinner, or before all other presents are open with the family? That's a good question. I think it should be the first present presented to the family before you open your other gifts, so that baby Jesus can be placed in the manger, and then you know that you received him as the gift and can begin to show what gifts you desire to share in the love of Jesus. Oh, there they are. We had a lot of snow, and sometimes the lights, I guess, are affected to electricity. But here we are, we're back. Our next question is going to be, Dear Father John, what the heck happened? Oh man, that is freaky. Oh! God, get up there. Are you reaching out for something? I think I'm going to leave you in that cage. I hope you can't get out. I thought it was bad when they looked in the window at night. This is kind of creepy. Well, let's ignore him for now. Dear Father John, There are so many different Christmas movies. We shared the St. Nicholas story, but what other movies can we watch, and what is your favorite movie of all time? Well, my favorite animated cartoon movie is, you're going to have to wait when we do the OSM quiz, which will be coming up on our next episode. I know I missed a question on here and I wanted to... Oh yes. Okay, I believe. Please tell Santa that I was good. Oh my goodness. The strangest things are underfoot. Oh, we only have one more question. Dear Father John, what is the true definition of the word Christmas, and how do we begin to use it? Well, that's going to be on the OSM quiz too. So please stay tuned, and remember, stay safe in the Lord, and keep the elf on the shelf away from you. And remember, in times like these, saints are forged. So let us be good and not be on the naughty list and become saints. Old Art here now is my good friend. He has nothing to be afraid of because he broke out of his shell and now he shares with us as a good friend. Speaking of which, my friend Art, who I named him after, is having some medical problems. He's suffering from some heart issues, so I'd ask you to keep him in your prayers as well. And our little friend Art here, the elf, wherever he wants to be, will not be watching you to see if you're being good. He'll be watching and hoping that you're having a very, very Merry Christmas.